Should we get her up here for an encore? I don't think she's quite prepared right now. That was great. Let's give her another hand. Christina, wonderful. Well, it's my pleasure to also have the opportunity to introduce David Abarca as the valedictorian from the class of 2009. David is the son of Manuel and Roberta Abarca, and they're right up here in the stands. Would you stand, please, to be recognized this evening? David has earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average while completing a number of challenging courses throughout his high school career. For example, in addition to his advanced placement English class, David completed 2 advanced placement math classes, advanced science classes in chemistry, biology, and physics. He was also the top student in 3/4 of college-level physics at Centralia College. David participated in cross country for 4 years, soccer for 3 years, wrestling, and track. As you heard earlier, he is a very accomplished musician, playing multiple percussion instruments, the keyboard in jazz band, and the bassoon in symphonic band during his high school years. And now we can say he's a distinguished composer. He was an actor in 7 different drama presentations that he had throughout his high school career. In a few spare moments that he has during the summer months, David volunteered his time working with young people at 2 different vacation Bible school sessions at a couple of local churches. When I asked him the question, what teachers had the greatest impact on his life, he quickly identified Louis Blazer due to the number of excellent conversations that they've had during their 4 years together at Centralia High School. Margot Benedetto was also praised by David due to helping him understand different perspectives on issues or topics in English. This fall, David will be attending Harvard University, where he plans to major in physics. He's not going to be done with an undergraduate program because his goals are to continue on into graduate school with the eventual goal of earning a doctoral degree. David would like to thank his parents for creating a set of values that will guide him in his future endeavors. He was also grateful for his parents helping him to grow in a level of self-motivation that went into many areas of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate David Abarca, the class of 2009 valedictorian.
I've never met anyone who's regretted trying something they actually ended up liking. I'm sure people regret trying things they didn't like. At least they know not to try it again. Sometimes, though, the best opportunities may be in disguise, waiting for us to go out and find them. We as students are on the brink of entirely new lives that can be filled with wonderful experiences if we make the choice to go out and look for them. What's the best way to find those experiences? By trying things we've never tried before. We mustn't be afraid to try new things, even if they seem strange, uncomfortable, weird, or if no one else thinks they're cool. Why should we let society, pop culture, or our own self-consciousness dictate our lives? If you had the opportunity to discover your greatest passion, would you pass it up because you didn't think you could make it through college, or someone told you getting a job was for stiffs, or you didn't think you would like to live in another country helping people to better their lives? Even if none of those things are for you, I ask everybody here today to get out there and do something you've never done before. I feel that my point for you is epitomized in a story. I'll share it with you and use this opportunity to give one thank you. A man lived in a small town in Mexico with his wife and children. They all worked very hard to earn what little money they could make. Neither parent had had an education, but it was always this man's dream to get one. He only learned to read and write from his time in the Mexican army. This man knew that he was going to have more children someday, and he wanted them all to have a better life than he had had. He knew that the only way to do that would be for his children to get the education he always wanted. The only way they could do that was to come to the United States, a country where education is free, but living is not. He knew he would have to go to a place where few people spoke his language, and where men like him worked tremendous hours in poor conditions to feed their families. Knowing this, he came to the United States, learned the language as best he could, and worked as hard as he could until he could bring his family over as well. He still never received more than a first-grade education, but 7 out of 9 of his children now have college degrees, and 3 of those have graduate degrees. That man and his wife were my grandparents. They took on this new challenge not for themselves, but for their children and grandchildren, and I would like to take this time to say thank you to them. Mis abuelos, muchas gracias para todo lo que ustedes han hecho para mí, para nuestra familia, y gracias a Dios. Thank you.